All right. So it should be an exciting place, as I mentioned before. We are always trying to grow over here, so your bonus could be equivalent to your monthly payment, even if you can bring in more students. That's something you should always know. And it's a small center. Anytime you find you want to change something, talk to me. Something positive that will improve us. Me, and you can make it happen right away. Try it out. If you're thinking something new with your partner, can we try this and see what happens? You've seen that today I just changed something in the way session logs used to be. That's how simple this is over here. We are not a big bureaucratic system that we have to go all over the place for. If something makes sense, show us how it makes sense and make us the difference, and then we're gonna follow you. Then you become the leader of the center, and I'm a leadership consultant. If you ever go to UPenn in Ivy League school, I can give you reference because I'm doing my doctoral over there. So everybody over here is very educated. My life partner has a doctorate degree already. I'm doing my doctorate in education, so I know that I know nothing. So I love to learn from everybody in every single direction. So try to make this place fun and bring the changes that you think we need to be successful. You are one of the leaders. You're one of the community leaders that we're recruiting, right? Have that attitude about being leadership. We heavily promote in Rotary Public. I'm a Rotarian. You can see my sign. So there is scholarships, global visits, and all kinds of things through Rotary. And we're trying to create a process so that we can have sliding fees for the parents who cannot afford us. If you can help us to do social justice work, we can team up with you and we'll figure things out together. Student management, communication rules, minimize. So, it's a classic example. If two students are talking side by side, what is the first thing you're gonna do?
Try to get them to refocus and get back to what they were doing before, or like.
That's a great starting point.
Okay.
Break it down for me. What is the first step you take? You have two students. You're in charge of both of them. They're talking. What is the first step you're gonna do?
Probably try to interject and make sure, and try to get them to focus on like the worksheets that they were doing and making
So you're
sure
still saying they, because you cannot possibly work with both of them at the same time. So what is the first step you take to make them focus back?
Maybe focus on one at a time and then remind
One
them
at a
of-
time.
Yeah.
So look for the friendlier face
Okay.
who's gonna right away follow you. It works like a magic. So two persons are talking. If you take one of them person away from them, the other person is forced to do
Yeah,
whatever
it's
they're
harder to
doing.
talk.
Because you, as a teacher, as soon as okay, which problem you're working on, totally ignore the fact that they're talking side by side. Okay, which problem you're working on, and right away the person. So typically when the talking starts, one of them is bored and cannot do the problem. Instead of raising hands, they starts talking. So if you can jump into the person who knows that you have best relationship with, right away you took over one person. The person who was trying to make problem doesn't have that option anymore. So or start with the person who's having the problem. So either way, start with if you extinguish half of the fire, the other fire automatically is gone because the source is gone, right? So that's kind of the technique. That's 80% of the time that's what you'll face. And anytime you feel the floor noise is higher, please try to every half an hour we could for 3 minutes. Any teachers could invoke a 3-minute silent meditation time, and everybody just do not touch anything, just observe and look around for 3 minutes, and what do you see? And after the 3 minute or after the 2.5 minute, you can allow one person to talk about what they've seen, or you can have 2 to 3 person to talk. Like within 3 minutes we're gonna get the whole thing under control and get back everybody to the process and have a meditation practice for 3 minutes in the floor. And it's just nobody talks, just everybody observe what's going on. Nobody does any math problems or nothing, just silent, doing nothing. That's something any instructor could invoke if you see the floor is not ruly. Triggers prevention. So always look for, you know, so typically what we do is we would sit the students at the right places. So we know some problem students, they automatically, when they come, we actually put them in different locations so that they're not side by side. But they can have fun breaks together because they're buddies. So during social time, after 45th minute of instruction or after half an hour of instruction, if somebody has done enough pages, you have the discretion to give them 5-minute fun break. That's part of our system. So if something is beyond your control, right away inform the whole team and lead instructors how to get that under control.